Hi, everybody. This is Salesforce Jen, and I'd like to talk about Experience Cloud. This is a more advanced video about Experience Cloud. If you have never used Experience Cloud or configured it, I would recommend that you go watch my playlist with my Create an Experience Cloud site step by step to become familiar with it. Otherwise, you should be familiar with it. I want to talk about Experience Cloud and changing domain names. I have another video that tells you how to change the domain name if you wanted to personalize it. For instance, I have portfolio and I added my name in front. Let me walk you through that real quick and show you what the implications of that are. If you go to my domain in the setup menu, not just domains, but my domain, and you want to edit it, I see what I have here, and we are going to edit this domain. Because it's a dev org, they are going to require you to keep this dev ed part. If you see it right here, dev ed, I cannot change that for the nature of what it is, but I'm going to just change it to called sample. Okay. I'll check availability. It cannot be used, and it's probably super common. I'm going to add some numbers after it and check the availability. And it's available. It's telling me right here, this will be my new domain name. Again, this is my domain name that I have right here, access. I'm going to hit save. I do get an image. It wants to confirm. It says you've got to deploy the new domain and they want you to do this in a sandbox. We're going to say okay and hit save again. It took a minute. It didn't look like it was doing anything. Once I hit okay once, I needed to leave it alone. Now it's walking me through. All right. I've done the steps. Choose and register it, provision the domain, and deploy it. Right now it's provisioning. I will get an email when that is ready. Sometimes it can take a little while. I'm going to refresh and see if it's done. We're going to check that real quick. It is done. I will deploy the new domain. I'm going to hit deploy. What it's doing is it's getting it ready. And anybody that has the old domain, it will create a redirect for them. We're going to give it a moment. Let's refresh it. I'm going to have to relog in. And this is something I do want to show you is that this one was connected to Trailhead. What happens when I want to launch? It opens it up and it now has the new domain. That is really simple and easy. If I were to look at my old domain right here before I logged out, let's see what happens when I hit enter. It brings me into the new one. This is really useful, especially if you want to customize the beginning of your domain. I know with dev orgs, you have to leave dev ed, but I do think it's kind of nice when you have a portfolio. Let's go back to the setup menu. We're going to go back to my domains. We're going to see what's going on. It's my current domain. My previous domain right here, I had the option, which I forgot to show you, but redirect. You could add a notification to redirect and other information. What's not a problem if somebody has the old domain because it's redirecting? What if you bought your own domain? Let's go to, this time it's domains, not my domains. These are your sites and your domains. If I go to custom URLs, if I want to do a custom one, so if I go to GoDaddy and I buy my own website, which they give me the information I need, you've got to start by getting a certificate. And I'm not going to go into detail about this in this video, but you would go here. You would have to create a self-signed certificate. Your domain provider would help you get that signed and you'd re-upload that. And once that is re-uploaded, you are able to go to custom domains, and then you can create and you'll be able to add it here. And then it will be listed here. And what you will do with your company or your IT team is have them put in some redirects to make it go from the old site name to your personalized site name. That is a whole nother ball of wax. I did want to show you this, and then the implications of completely changing your own domain, as long as your IT company or your IT team puts in a redirect, you should not have any problems. It does not affect web to case forms. If I were to go create a web to case form or even a web to lead form, and I wanted it to create my web to lead form, I hit create. After they submit it, I want them to go back to the home page. So I put that for them. If I want to include a CAPTCHA, I can. Then I'm going to generate that web to lead form. When I look at the HTML on this web to lead form, this is my company site org number. Okay. And that is what it is using to grab the information and bring it in. So again, it's right here, the org ID, and you see that in company information. If you typed in company information here, you're going to get to this page. And if I go here, I want to see if that's my Salesforce org ID. It ends in 4H12. And yes, it ends in 4H12. So it's redirecting to my org ID and not my domain name. So this will not be affected. And as long as you get your site redirects from your ID company, changing your name is completely fine. I've done it for a lot of clients and it looks very, very nice.